So, welcome all the devotees for our weekly Friday Satsang program. So, today is a very, very important subject of discussion, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am not qualified or purified to discuss on this topic, but I seek all the blessings of all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, so that whatever I speak actually will be effective and also will be pleasing to the Acharyas and to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So with all your blessings, so we will proceed to today's discussion, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So every week we are discussing Bhagavad Gita, but why we are discussing this specific subject today, apart from Bhagavad Gita, because Srila Prabhupada writes in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita that the prerequisite to understand Bhagavad Gita is at least one should understand theoretically that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because realization is later. At least if you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, one must accept that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. With this understanding only we can progress towards realization of Krishna. Okay. So that's the reason this topic is selected today, that we will see from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra how Krishna is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So we are going to see through various references to establish the, through Shastra, through the Acharyas, through the Guru and all those evidences, we are going to see how we can understand, at least theoretically. Of course, when you are doing sadhana, regularly you are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, eventually you will get the realization. But at least in the beginning, we should accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so Prabhupada says, what is the purpose of human life? The purpose of human life is actually two things, to know God and to love God. To know God and love God. As we all know, God is a very difficult subject to understand. God is a mystery, right? God is a mystery. Some people believe, some people don't believe, some people think that they are God, and some people have different understanding about God. So generally, the term of God is actually very, very difficult thing. That's why the human form, Krishna has given special intelligence for us. For what purpose? To understand this science. Okay, we all have special intelligence, right? Compared to animals. Do you have special intelligence or not? Yes. So because of that intelligence only we are able to develop our science and technology so much. Whereas animals are not able to do or invent anything, discover anything, correct? They only know four things: eating, mating, sleeping and defending. But we have something called special intelligence. Who has given this special intelligence? Who has given us? Yeah, Krishna or God. So if you open a monkey's brain and if you open a human brain, you will not see much difference. Maybe the size is little different, but you will have the same kind of physical thing. But the special intelligence is given by Krishna or God, so that in this form of life you can understand God. Okay, that is the main purpose. That's why Prabhupada writes in the Quest for Enlightenment, the human form of life is meant for developing love of God. So if you don't know who is God, can we develop love for Him? Is it possible? If you don't know who is God, can you develop love for Him? Even as before getting married, if you don't know your wife or husband, can you develop who is your partner? If you do not know your partner, can you develop love for them? Is it possible? No. Once you see them, once you know about their qualities, once you interact with them, then naturally the love starts growing. Correct? Growing. And in fact, if you see in the beginning of marriage, there is a lot of fights, right? Everybody has that experience. Because the understanding is less. But as the age matures, the love grows. You all agree? Blossoms. And then eventually a period of time, there is like the husband is feeling difficult to live without wife, or the wife is feeling difficult without, and it grows to such an extent that one person has to leave the world prior, like either husband or wife. There are instances where the husband casts the idol of the wife. There are many, even in Tamil Nadu it is there. Or sometimes wife is always remembering the husband, something. So the love will grow when you have proper understanding. So if you want to love God, first thing is you should know God. So this two, knowing God and loving God, is only possible in the human form of life, but it is not possible in the animal life. So we have some special gift from Krishna. So in that way, we can understand the purpose of human form of life is to know God and love God. Now we know, now this is the purpose. When you say God, again there are many understanding, many religions, right? Every religion will say that their God is best or their God is the highest, correct? When you go, when you work in the company or when you discuss with other religions, they say what you are following is wrong, what we are following is right, right? So in that context, Prabhupada is giving a very nice quotation, you can see here, saying, you can say, gold is gold everywhere, right? If you go buy gold in Kuwait, it is same. If you buy in India also same. Of course, the quality of gold will be little different. Okay, but gold is gold. It has value everywhere. You cannot say Christian gold, Muslim gold and Hindu gold, correct? Can we say like that? No. No, similarly, you cannot say Hindu God, Muslim God or Christian God. No, God is one. So now we understood the purpose of human life is to know God and love God, and that God is not different according to different religions. God is only one, but is approached in different stages through different religions, through different rituals. Okay, so this is clear, right? Now, Prabhupada says here,
there cannot be different gods.
I think
If
this
God
one,
has got competitors, then he is not God. There cannot be Hindu God, Muslim God, Christian God, or other conception of God. God is one. God cannot be Hindu, Muslim, Christian. So, and his order is also one. That is the instruction in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, God says that Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam. Real dharma is to surrender unto God. And surrender and to follow his instruction and become a lover of God. Then it is perfect. That is first class religion. What is that? By which one can learn how to love God.
so now we understood God is okay. Now, so even though we have different religions, so what are the main three religions we have? At least the major religions. What are the three major religions we have in the world? First is actually Christianity, second is Islam, and Hinduism. Because we cannot discuss about all religions, but at least we see the major. Dear Srila Prabhupada says here,
Mama says he's servant of God. Christ says he's son of God. And Krishna says, I am God.
so clear? So, everybody has come, they are giving their, but nobody claimed that they are God. There is Jainism, there is Christianity, there is Hinduism. So, if you see Islam, there is Holy Quran, but Prophet Muhammad said he is the messenger of God, right? He never claimed he is God, right? And the Bible also there, Christ said what? As Son of God, right? He never claimed he is God. But only one holy scripture, Krishna declaring that I am God. Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartati iti matva bhajante ma buddha bhava samanvitaha. Krishna said matta parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protram sutre maniganaiva. That means Krishna is declaring, now we are searching for God. And here Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying I am God. So where is the problem? If you don't have faith, that is a problem. Correct? If you have faith, there is no problem. Because we are searching for God in human life. And here Krishna says, I am God. But if you do not accept, it is Krishna's problem or our problem? Whose problem? Our problem. Okay, so here Prabhupada writes here, Lord Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So according to the statements of Bhagavad Gita, or the statements of Arjuna, the person who is trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita, we should at least theoretically accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And with that submissive spirit, we can understand Bhagavad Gita. So now we understood why we are discussing this class. If you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, which we are doing every week after week, last week we discussed 4th chapter 17th verse, so next week we will discuss 18th chapter 18th verse. But if you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, what Prabhupada says is first prerequisite is, we should at least theoretically accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So lesson number 1, what is lesson number 1? At least theoretically accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Otherwise, we will not understand Bhagavad Gita, because we are going to spend many weeks here in this satsang discussing about Bhagavad Gita. But if you are not convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no use of understanding, no use, you cannot have much benefit out of hearing this Bhagavad Gita here Friday, week after week. So that's why we have to understand, not blindly accept. There are reasonable arguments, there are reasonable evidences to accept that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay? I forgot to announce one thing. So when at the end of this session there will be a quiz. So there will be as usual 2 questions for Prabhujis and 2 questions for Matajis, and there is a special prize. So here attentively whatever we are going to discuss, the main class will start now only. Okay? So as usual we will give preference to the new devotees, and if not then our old devotees. Okay? And we will have quiz at the end of the session. Okay?
Old devotees were still young.
Yes, young in Krishna conscious. Yes, Prabhu.
Unborn devotees also.
Yes, Prabhu, sorry?
Not yet born devotees are
Yeah.
there.
Prabhuji is so humble, trying to attract Krishna's attention by his humility. So at least theoretically accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. This is lesson number 1 of today's session. Okay. Now, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govindam Sarva Karana Karanam. Who said this? Lord Brahma. Who is Lord Brahma? He is actually the creator of this universe, secondary creator. Saying Ishvara means who? Controller. Parameshwara means supreme controller. So Ishvara Parama means supreme controller. Who is that? Krishna. Satchid Ananda Vigraha means eternal, is existing. Chit means full of knowledge and Ananda means full of bliss. Vigraha means having a beautiful form. Anadiradir Govindam is the primeval. Anadiradir Govindam is the root cause of everything. Cause of cause. Like our cause is our father. Our father's cause is father. But what is the cause of all the causes? Sarva Karana Karanam. Sarva Karana Karanam, it is actually Krishna. See, Brahma is saying, Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no origin, no other. See, when we say everybody has an origin, like my origin is my father. My father's origin is my grandfather. But there is, like this, if you go, there is last. One stage you have to stop. Now if you ask, who is the origin of God? Everything has an origin, right? If you ask, who is the origin of God? What is the answer? There is no origin. Because if you say that another origin, then we will ask, what is the origin for that? Then what is the origin for where it will stop? It will never stop. So there is origin for everything, but God is the origin of everything. For God there is no origin. He is Swayambhu, self-manifested. Okay. So he has no other origin and he is the prime cause of all causes. Cause means whatever you see in this material world, it is the cause. So we can see here, previous slide, if you say who is God, he should be SPEC, spec, source of all, whatever you see around, source of all plant, vegetables, trees, flowers, fruits, mountains, rivers, minerals, whatever you see in this world, he is a source of all, and then he is the proprietor of everything, then he is the enjoyer of everything, and C is the controller of everything. In short, if you want to understand in material terms, he is a CEO of this universe. Okay, every company has a CEO. He is a CEO of this universe. CEO means, what CEO stands for? Chief Executive Officer. So Krishna, when you say CEO, how do you say? Controller, enjoyer and owner. Owner, operator, whatever we like. Controller, enjoyer, operator or owner. Okay. So if you see, he is the source of all. Where is the praman for this? If you say God is the source, where is the praman? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying he is the source of all. Which sloka? Yes, 10 Bhagavad Gita, the Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita, very famous sloka, 10.8. Krishna is saying, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante ma bhuda bhava samanvitaha. Okay, that means what is the meaning? Yeah, somebody want to read? I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So he is declaring. Now who will know this? That he is the source of everything. Krishna is giving a hint there. Who will know?
Wise.
wise. What about other people who are not wise? They may not understand. So if you understood, you are considered to be wise. We want to be wise or we want to be foolish? Yes, we want to be wise. Every parent wants their child to be wise, right? So Krishna also wants us to be wise. Wise means who perfectly know that Krishna is the source of two, material and spiritual worlds. And if you know that, then what do? They engage in the devotional service. Iti matva bhajante ma. Okay. Buddha means intelligent people. Worship me with all their hearts. Okay. With bhava means with their heart. Okay. Then second we saw E. SPEC, right? E means controller. No. C means controller, right? Controller. Yeah, E means enjoy. So, controller. Where it is said? Matta parataram nanyat, correct? Yeah, 7.7. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam protram sutre manigana iva. When I copied, the font became different. Okay, this one. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Okay. Also Krishna says, Maya dakshena prakriti suyecheta saracharam. That also controller, right? So, Krishna is saying, there is no truth superior to me. Is the ultimate. Now, we want to believe or not is our faith. Correct? Now, we are searching for God and God is saying everything, I am the ultimate, right? And sometimes people ask why Krishna is telling all this, like everywhere he is telling I am. Like if a company is there, the company is established by a person and everything is run by that person only. And somebody goes and interviews him, how did this company come? Then basically what will he say? I established, it was a small company, now it became very big company, this much profit. So it is not like, it is out of pride he is saying. The truth is that Krishna only established all this material and spiritual world. Okay. And SPEC, then Supreme Enjoyer. He is enjoying everything. Like we are also enjoying, right? We are enjoying or not in this world. Sometimes we are enjoying whatever we have, little bit of wealth, we are enjoying with our family, with our friends, with relatives, right? But who is the Supreme Enjoyer? If we are able to enjoy as a Jivatma, how much Krishna will enjoy? See, this enjoyer concept is there only in the Sanatana Dharma, right? Other things, they are only telling God as like kind of punisher or something, kind of judge, gives. But who will enjoy? Nobody can enjoy greater than God or Krishna. Okay. So that verse is there in 5.29. Prabhuji today also said that verse, quoted from that. Yeah. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram surdam sarvabhutana jnatva mam santim richati. So that means what? I am the enjoyer. Okay. A person in full consciousness of me, knowing to me with the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices, austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace. Bhokta means what? He is enjoying. He is enjoying what? Yajna and tapas. So yajna means what yajna? Sankirtana yajna, right? We do Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. When you chant, who enjoys? Krishna enjoys that, right? We also enjoy. When Prabhuji had the kirtan, we all enjoyed. It was such a very melodious, wonderful kirtan, singing the way back to Godhead. Yes, okay. Bhoktaram, so Krishna enjoys. Yajna and tapas. What are the tapas Krishna enjoys? We are following these 4 regulative principles, right? That Krishna is very happy when you follow. Because Krishna said follow this. When you follow, he is very happy. Like father is telling the son, you follow this. And the son follows. How does the father feel? If the son does not follow, how does the father feel? Sad. Depressed. So Krishna is saying, follow this, tapasya. Okay, 4 regulative principles, fasting on Ekadasi and observing the Vaishya festivals. If you follow that austerity, Krishna is very happy. So he is enjoying yajna and tapas. And he is sarvaloka, all the planets. He is the Maheshwar, not Ishwar, Maheshwar. I am the controller. But you may think, like World War II, Hitler was controlling also, everything, right? Finally he was defeated. But we may think that if he is controlling, maybe he is like a very bad person. No, he is telling, Surdam Sarva Bhutana. Even though I am controlling everything, I am your well-wisher. Well-wisher means, whatever I am doing for you, it is only for your good. Okay, Surdam. You know what is Surdam? Heart-to-heart friend. He is in the heart. That's called Surd. Yes, Prabhu. Something? Benefactor, yes. Benefactor, and he is a heart-to-heart friend. If you know this, Jnatva, Mam, about Krishna, Santim Richati means you will get peace. We all want peace, right? If you want peace, you should understand Krishna. Otherwise, we go into pieces by this material world. Peace or peace, right? Means broken pieces, right? If you want peace, you should understand Krishna. If you don't want peace, forget Krishna. Okay. Then, also, not only Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, which is a higher study of Bhagavad Gita, Vyasadev, he compiles. And who writes this one? This one? Ganeshji. He is writing, Ite Chamsa Kalapumsa, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Okay. So it is that Lord Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. So very important, why the word Prabhupada coined as Godhead? We know God. What is Godhead? Yes, there are many gods, and out of all God, the head God is Krishna, Godhead. Also, head means there is a form for God. Okay, there are a lot of qualities for God. That's why Prabhupada specifically coined this word called as Godhead, head of department, like that. Okay, so Ete Chamsa Kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Swayam means there is no cause. It is self, okay, self-manifested. That is from Bhagavatam, where first canto, 3rd chapter 20. It's called Paribhasha Sutra. What is Paribhasha Sutra? Anybody knows? It is a root verse. From this verse only everything is built. From this verse, like when you say king, soldiers operate on whose command? On the command of the king, right? So the whole Bhagavatam is based on this verse. This is called as the emperor verse. That's called as Paribhasha Sutra. Whole Bhagavatam rests on this verse. Ete Chamsa Kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And there are many incarnations, like we have Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. They are all part of Krishna's incarnation. But Krishna is the origin of all the incarnations. And Krishna's birth and activity prove his supremacy, right? Can you know one activity which proves his supremacy? He lifted the Govardhan hill. And Krishna married how many? 16,108. People who marry one, they are struggling. But who can marry 16,108 queens, and he managed efficiently independent palaces, right? So Lord Krishna's birth and activities prove his supremacy. That Krishna is saying in 4.9. What is that verse? Janma karma cha me divyam evam yoveti tattvataha tektva deham punarjanma naiti mameti suarjuna. So what is that? Janma, appearance, karma, activities. My appearance and activities are divyam. Why Krishna is saying divyam? Because Krishna came in human form. So naturally what you will think? Krishna is a human being, right? If somebody comes with 2 hands, 2 legs, you will normally know unless somebody declares. So now Asimanand Prabhu is CEO. Nobody told he is CEO, but he is sitting quietly. What do you will think? Oh, he is also like us, right? Then somebody says, no, Prabhuji is CEO of one big organization. Oh, I did not know that. So because he is sitting among us, we think as same like us, right? Equal. And Prabhuji is also very good devotee. But we are with us, he is thinking, okay, he is also like us. No. Prabhuji is exalted position. Okay. So always he is in Krishna Smaran. Like that, because Krishna came in human form, we may mistake that he is a human being. That's why Krishna is using word, I am like you, but mine is divyam, is actually spiritual. Janma karma cha me divyam. Who will, if you understand that, evam yoveti tattvataha, if you understand what will be benefit, tektva deham punarjanma naiti, you will not take birth again in this material world. That is a blessing Krishna is giving. And what happens to them? Mahameti Swarjana, you will come back to me. Okay, 4.9. So, 5,000 years ago, Krishna appeared where? In Mathura. So, India is very fortunate. Bharat Bhumi is very fortunate because Krishna appeared in this place as the 8th son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Okay? And now also one of the supremacies, Krishna was showing his entire universe in the mouth. When he was showing this? Yeah, when actually was eating that mud, and Balaram reported to his mother, and then mother wanted to check whether Krishna really ate the dirt, So when mother told Krishna to open his mouth, Krishna opened the mouth and mother was able to see the entire universe within Krishna's mouth. If we open our mouth, what we will see? People will faint. There are some mother fainted with the transcendental ecstasy. For us also, we will faint, no, because we cannot bear what we will see. And,
It's called the Mrida Bhakshana Lila.
Mrida Prakshana Lila. Thank you, Prabhu. And Krishna's greatness also seen in which chapter of Bhagavad Gita? 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna shows the Vishwarup, where he is showing everything, all the planets, all the expansions of Krishna, everything is actually seen in the Vishwarupa Darshan in 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And what is Lord Shiva, who is not actually a demigod, is between Krishna and the demigods, right? So what does he say in Bhagavatam 4.24.42? Lord Shiva says, my dear Lord, you are the topmost of all bestowers of benediction, the oldest and the supreme enjoyer amongst all enjoyers. You are the master of the world's metaphysical philosophy, for you are the supreme cause of all causes, Lord Krishna. You are the greatest of all religious principles, the supreme mind, and you have a brain which is never checked by any condition. Therefore, I repeatedly offer my obeisances to you. Okay, 4th canto, 24th chapter, verse number 42. And also in Padma Puran, Krishna says, Lord Shiva says to his wife, Mother Parvati, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnur Aradhanam Param. Okay, so why we are saying this? Because many people also understand that Lord Shiva is the supreme. But Lord Shiva himself accepts that Krishna is the supreme. And here is Indra prayers of Indra are there. 10th canto, 27th chapter, verse number 6. You are the father and spiritual master of this entire universe, and also its supreme controller. This Indra is saying, you are insurmountable time, Kalosmi, imposing punishment upon the sinful for their own benefit. Indeed, in your various incarnations, selected by your own free will, you act decisively to remove the false pride of those who presume themselves masters of this world. This is Indra's statement. Okay. And Narada Muni, of course, he is a pure devotee of the Lord. I think that if Sri Krishna, this is from Brihad Bhagavatamrita 1.5.27, I think that if Sri Krishna had not personally descended, then his supreme majesty, namely the glories of being Supreme Bhagavan, would never be revealed in this world. If Krishna did not give Bhagavad Gita, can we know Krishna is Supreme Lord? No. That's what Narada Muni is saying. If Krishna will not reveal, we never understand Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Krishna is saying, no, Manishyanam Sahasreshu Kasti Yatati Site Yatatam Api Siddhanam Kastin Mam Veti Tatvataha Bhaunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadete Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Suddharlabaha. If Krishna will not give Bhagavad Gita, we will never understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Kunti Maharani, okay, Krishna's aunt. Oh Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8.29. First canto, chapter 8, verse number 29. No one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human. See, because Krishna's pastime is like human and are so misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. See, here, Krishna's pastimes are misleading. Sometimes Krishna stealing the dress of the gopis, Krishna performing Rasa Leela, easily will be misunderstood by common people. That's why Prabhupada written a separate book called Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, where he will clarify all the Leelas of Krishna. And Lord Krishna affluences proves his supremacy. What are the affluences Krishna has? In 10th chapter, the affluences of the Absolute, Krishna is saying, among the trees I am, Ashwatha, and animals I am lion, among the Sagara I am ocean, and among the Parvat I am Meru or Himalayas? Savat. And yes, like that he is saying so many examples. And also there is a definition of Bhagavan given by whom? Parasaramani. Who is Parasaramani? Vyasadeva's father. He is giving a definition of Bhagavan. Like we are reading definition in our material books, right? For everything in physics there are a lot of definitions, right? So like that for God there is a definition. What is the definition? From Vishnu Puran 6.5.47. What is that? Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yasya shriya jnana vairagyasya sannam bhaga itingana. What is Parasaramani saying? One who is full in 6 affluences, who has full strength, fame, wealth, knowledge and beauty, renunciation is Bhagavan or the Supreme Personality. So this is the definition of Bhagavan. Bhag means what? No, Bhag means, here it is there. Okay, here, previous, sorry. Bhag means affluences. Van means one who possesses. Okay. So who is having this in unlimited way? We are also having sometimes here we can go. We are having wealth, right? We are all having some wealth because we came here to Kanaiyyadesh. We are having little wealth, right? And we have sometimes beautiful at certain stage of life. We have also some strength. Eventually it will be taken away. And we have also some knowledge. And we have some fame within our circle, within Facebook circle. We have some fame, Instagram. And we also have some vairagya, no? Sometimes we have some vairagya. I will not touch a sweet for 1 month. Right? Kartik month. We also have small vairagya. But this is limited. Our vairagya is limited for certain time. And it will expire after some time. Correct? It will expire or not? But one who has these 6 affluences in full and unlimited and permanent. What is that? Unlimited, permanent. That is who has that is called Bhagavan. Okay. Now who is the richest person in the world? Who is the richest person? Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, right? But they will not be. Before that somebody else was there. After 5 years maybe somebody else will come. Okay. So nowadays morning one person is there, next day somebody else comes. Because overnight people become big by stock market, by this TikTok and they get so much revenues. Influencers, social influencers, social media influencers. They are earning more than people who are working in the company. Normally a social influencer, if he's having good subscribers, he's earning like 10 lakhs per month. No, better than any engineering or doctors. Just he puts video and he gets money. So nowadays earning money is not difficult. If you have some creativity, if you have some talent, you can earn money. There are many ways. Okay. So, but that will be, they are always in anxiety. Tomorrow their video nobody will see, they will not get money. So everything is temporary. Here, these are the 6 affluences materially. Beauty, especially the opposite sex, they are actually more beautiful, right? And wealth, people are sometimes more wealthy. And knowledge, like Einstein, scientist, strength, people are going to the gym. They are making the 6 packs.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, we have only 1 pack. ISKCON, right, Prabhu? Only 1 single pack.
It's called the
Prasadam pack. Okay, so we are against 6 packs actually. Okay, fame and then renunciation. So these are some of the examples. Now we are going to see how Krishna is having unlimited beauty, unlimited wealth, unlimited knowledge, unlimited strength, unlimited fame, and unlimited renunciation. Okay, so Bhaga means affluence and Van means one who is possessor of affluence. It's called Bhagavan. So who is Bhagavan? Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So everybody is maddened by Cupid in this world, right? Big people. Suddenly news comes that they are fall victim to the opposite sex, right? So because they are influenced by Madan. But who is Madan Mohan? Krishna attracts even thousands of Cupids at a time. So much beautiful beauty. That's why Brahma sings Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Even millions of Cupids will be instantly attracted by Krishna's beauty. And strength, of course, we know this Govardhan Leela, lifting a mountain. It's not an easy task. We cannot lift this table also, right? Difficult. If you lift, you will get pain after 5 minutes. But Krishna was lifting the Govardhan hill in the left hand, the left finger for 7 days and 7 nights. So that proves his unlimited strength and fame. How do you say Krishna is having fame? Everybody knows. And his birthday, how many days we are celebrating? Now 5,000 years we are celebrating every Janmashtami around the world. Our birthday, how many people celebrate? Only maybe hardly we have to celebrate alone. Or maybe our family members. And when we grow old, even our family members will stop celebrating. We'll forget the date also, right? So ours is maybe 40-50 years we will celebrate. But Krishna's Janmashtami. What about Lord Ram? From Dwapara Yuga we are celebrating. What about Narasimhadev? From Satya Yuga we are celebrating. So who can be famous than Krishna? Right? Agreed? And then knowledge. Krishna given this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We are trying to understand. If you ask question now also people cannot answer, right? After the class also we will ask, they will not answer. That there is a complex knowledge. But Krishna just given in 42 or 43 minutes. Without any preparation, instantaneously and spontaneously. So that is knowledge. And wealth. Krishna is called as Lakshmipati. Lakshmipati means what? One is actually the husband of goddess of fortune. Okay, so Krishna is having unlimited, because Krishna's wife itself is in charge of wealth. So it's called Lakshmi Pati. Where which Pati? No risk. Okay, renunciation. Krishna, how do you say renunciation? Krishna was the supreme lord, but he became the charioteer of. So yeah, become a menial post for his devotee. He took the position of charioteer. Okay. Okay. And Krishna says, after explaining all the affluences on 10th chapter, Krishna is saying, Ekam stena sthito jagat. Arjuna, what is the use of hearing all this? Among trees, I am this, I am this, I am that. Only by my single fragment. This entire universe is supported by my single fragment. Ekam stena sthito jagat. So what else we know? We cannot understand Krishna in full. Prabhupada itself said we cannot understand Krishna. How much Krishna will reveal to us, that much we can understand. We don't have that more than that. Knowing Krishna, little bit we can know theoretically, but understanding Krishna, it is not so easy. Okay, so with a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Bhagavad Gita, which chapter? 10th chapter. What is the chapter name? Yes, the affluences of the Absolute, and verse number 42. And Lord Krishna's supremacy is accepted by all saintly personalities. It is not that only Krishna will tell I am, because see, today world I can also say I am God, I am the source of all material and spiritual world, but who will accept? So it should be accepted. Any incarnation, you should be referred in the scriptures. It should be accepted by the authorities, and they will have some auspicious marks, and they will do extraordinary activities, like Krishna lifted Govardhan. So this four, safe, it is called safe, S-A-F-E. If you are safe to understand who is incarnation, what is that? They should be in the scriptures. Like Lord Ram, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, they are the scriptures, right? And they should have accepted by the, A means accepted by authorities. The F means it is actually following, like we can say some auspicious marks. F I exactly, I'm not able to get the word. And E means extraordinary activities. Okay. And Arjuna accepted Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. Where? Param Brahma, Parandama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham, Saswatam, Divyam, Adi Devam. So Krishna, you are the Param Brahma, you are the supreme truth, Param Dama, ultimate abode, Pavitram, the purest, Param Bhavam, absolute truth, Purusham, you are the person supreme in your, Saswatam, eternal, Divyam, transcendental, Adi Devam, original Lord, Ajam, unborn, Vibhum, the greatest, accepted by all acharyas, Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa. You yourself are declaring the truth. I totally accept this truth. Neither the demigods or demons can understand your personality. This is whose statement? Arjuna, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, after Krishna is telling about these affluences, he accepts and agrees that he is the Supreme Lord. After this 11th chapter, Arjuna requests Krishna to show the universal form. Clear? And Srimad Bhagavatam also we already discussed that Ete Chamsa Kalabhamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And not only that, and all the rishis, Devarshi, Narada, all great sages as Narada, Asita, Devala and Vyasa confirm that you are the supreme personality of Godhead. It is not only Krishna is claiming, all the saintly persons, acharyas, they are claiming. Okay. Who are the great acharyas who have confirmed that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead? Example, anybody knows? Srila Prabhupada, very good Prabhu. Anybody else? Madhvacharya, very good. Then Ramanujacharya, then Shankaracharya, Narayana Paravyakyat. He said Narayana is supreme. Then Vyasadev. So like that, many people. Madhvacharya. Prabhuji is from Madhvacharya's place, Udupi. Okay, he is an incarnation of Vayudev. Hanuman. And Ramanujacharya, Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita philosophy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is non-different from Krishna himself, he declared Krishna is the supreme Yara Deka Tarakaha Krishna Upadesh. Have all confirmed that Krishna is that supreme person. And this is lotus feet of Krishna. Okay. So we are very fortunate to get the darshan. So many auspicious signs are there. As I said, any incarnations, yes. So any incarnation, they should be from the scriptures, and authorities should accept, and there should be auspicious marks, and then following authorities. I think S for scriptures, A for authorities, F means A for auspicious marks, F means following authorities, E for extraordinary activities. That is safe. Now I remember. Okay. Matta Parataram Krishna says, no, he says, I give the remembrance and forget, no. Sarvasya Chahamridi Sannivishtam Matta Smritit. Now from inside he told, this is remembered. Okay, now Padma Purana also there. Oh, best of Vaishnavas, Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of this, there is no doubt. On the lotus feet of many incarnations of the Lord, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of these auspicious signs may be present. But all 16, Prabhu, 16 signs are present only in the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. 16 or 19? 19, huh? We'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is counted as 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 only. 16. The sloka verse itself it is there. 16. Maybe. Chaitanya. This is only 16 only. But all 16 signs. This is from scripture, no? So we can double check. 16 only. And you know who is this personality? Markandeya Rishi. Markandeya Rishi's pastime is where? From Srimad Bhagavatam. Correct, man. Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 9th chapter. What is the pastime? Markandeya Rishi one did tapasya and Krishna appeared in the form of Naranarayana Rishi. Correct, Mataji? Naranarayana Rishi. And given benediction, asked Markandeya Rishi, what benediction you want? And what Markandeya Rishi told? Huh? Yes, Markandeya Rishi told, O Supreme Lord, I want to see the working of your Maya potency. Then the Lord said, Tatastu, and he disappeared. Then one day Markandeya Rishi is doing tapasya in his kutir. Suddenly he is seeing so much water, heavy rain, and it is engulfing all over, all over this kutir. And his kutir becomes submerged. And Markandeya Rishi also going to get submerged. And he is helplessly floating in the water. And everywhere it is dark. He don't know west, north, east, south. He is just swimming. Everywhere it is dark. And he don't know where to go now. And when he is going like that swimming, he is seeing one island. In that island there is one banyan tree. And in banyan tree he is seeing little Krishna. And he is called Vadapatra Shai. If you go to gold shop in India, Tamil Nadu, South, you will see one Alayile Krishna. Gokul. One leaf will be there. Krishna will be lying on that leaf. And he will keep his left foot, right? Which foot? And the thumb, he will suck his own thumb. So that is very famous dollar. You can see many people wearing in their dollar. Vadapatra Shai, or we can say Gokula Krishna, or one more. Many names are Vadapatra Shai. Alayile Krishna. Okay. So that Padara Vindena, Mukara Vindena, Bala Mukundam, Manasasmara. So here same, you can see, he is taking his thumb. This darshan Markandeya Rishi is getting. And this child is inhaling. While he is inhaling, Markandeya Rishi went inside. And went inside, and with the abdomen he is seeing all the planets are there. Everything is there, same like Mother Yashoda saw. All the planets are there. And he is seeing all this cosmic manifestation. Then this child exhaled. Then again Markandeya Rishi fell into the water. Okay, this all Bhagavatam. Then he wanted to take darshan, and suddenly this banyan tree, this leaf, everything disappearing, and again Markandeya Rishi sitting in his ashram doing tapasya. This is Maya potency. This world is actually operated by Maya. Many things. Sometimes, we are so much disturbed by whatever happening in the material world, like in our life. But it will disappear again. Then we will smile after 2 years. So that day, how much tension? Is not at all a big issue, right? Many times we feel like that.
This too will pass.
Even this will pass away, right? Many times, that time it is like very intense for us. We feel that today our life is going to finish. Maybe it is financial problem, health problem, a job problem. We will finish the class. Today is the last day. But after 2 days, it will all vanish. It becomes normal after 1 year, and you laugh. If you turn our path back, many times we are in that tension. That is working of Maya. Working of Maya means you will feel that this is everything, end of everything. So in that way, Markandeya Rishi established Krishna's supremacy in Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Lord Vishnu, we know Rama is there. So people, now we already established demigods, Lord Shiva, everything. And within the Vishnu category, again, first we establish about God, who is about different religions. And in that, how Krishna is coming. And within that also, then there are a lot of demigods. Then how Indra is saying, and Brahma is saying, he cleared that one. Now within Vishnu Tattva also, there are like people worshipping Lord Ram, Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna. So Lord Vishnu actually is called Purushottam. Uttam. Uttam means very high. Purushottam is a supreme person. And Maryada Purushottam means he is actually incarnation of Lord Ram. But Krishna is called as Purna Purushottam, the complete incarnation, Purna Purushottam, Bhagavan. And also Bhishma proves Krishna is the original Vishnu during when he is in the arrow bed, he is giving this Vishnu Sahasrana. That he is saying Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. Now people have a general understanding that Krishna is a avatar of Vishnu. If you put Krishna in the dictionary, say it's one of the avatar of Vishnu. Of course, partially right, because any avatar coming in this material world comes through the Shirodaksha Vishnu. So partially it is right. But all the Vishnus come from Krishna's body. That one pastime is there. What is it? Brahma Vimohana Leela. Brahma Vimohana Leela, right? No. Brahma Vimohana Leela, where Brahma steals away all the Gopas and hides in the cave. And Krishna expands all the Vishnus. And all the Vishnus become cows and calves and the Gopas. And when again Brahma comes, all they change back to Vishnu and all the Vishnu enter into Krishna's body.
Akurura also sees multiple.
Yes, multiple forms of Vishnu. Yes, when he is taking dip in the water, he is able to see Vishnu in that. So Krishna is actually the source of all the Vishnus. Okay, and also Lord Brahma has these qualities. 50 qualities it is said, and Lord Shiva has 55 qualities, and Lord Vishnu has 60 qualities, and Lord Krishna has 64 qualities. Special 4 qualities Krishna is having. What are the special 4 qualities Krishna is having? Leela Madhuri is having. Krishna is doing wonderful pastimes. Like full Krishna book is full of Krishna's sweet pastimes. 10th canto of Bhagavatam is full of Krishna's sweet pastimes. It's called as Leela Madhuri, which Vishnu is not having. Even Narasimhadev is not having. Narasimhadev have only one Leela, coming, killing and going. But sweet pastimes Krishna is doing as a child. And then surrounded by unalloyed devotees, that is Bhakta Madhuri or Prema Madhuri. You can see always Krishna is surrounded by Gopas and Gopis. And you see Krishna playing flute, even the tree is actually reciprocating with Krishna. You see the mango is coming down to Krishna. This is spiritual world. Spiritual world, everything has a life. Everything is conscious. So they will interact according to Krishna's mood. So it is said that the land in Vrindavan also, if Krishna want to cross 8 kilometer, that 8 kilometer will become 8 meter for him. The land will shrink. If the Krishna want to go far, the land will understand Krishna's mood and it will reciprocate accordingly, not like material world. Okay? So then third quality is Venu Madhuri, attracting all by playing on flute. That we saw already in the video. Krishna attracts the cows, the gopis. In fact, in Rasa Leela, Krishna attracted all the gopis by playing the flute. And then Rupa Madhuri. Nobody can excel Krishna's beauty. Kandarpa Koti, Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham, Govindam Adi Purusham, Tamaham Bhajami. So these 4 qualities, no even Vishnu avatars, they don't have any of these. Only Krishna, it is unique to only and one Krishna. Hence, conclusion is Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Clear? Very well. So Krishna says, always think of me, become my devotee. What is that verse? Manmanavo madbhakto, madhyaji mam namaskuru, mameve shesi. No. Madhyaji mam namaskuru, mameve shesitem, atmana matparaya. One more is there. 18 point. But last 2 lines are different. Mameve shesi satyamti, pradiyanihi priyasmi. That is this verse. Krishna is the eternal friend. Surdam sarva Bhutanam. Okay, so there's a short video, 2 minutes, we will see this one. But audio will not be there, little. So he's inviting everyone to join his eternal pastimes in the Golak Vrindavan. Okay? Hari Bol. So this is the conclusion. Though Krishna appears in human form, his nature is transcendental, divyam. All demigods are Krishna's subordinates. Krishna possesses 6 affluences in full. Krishna's devotees are always Kaunteya Prajani Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Krishna's birth and activities are transcendental. Lord Krishna possesses 4 qualities which are absent in Vishnu. Lord Krishna is the source of all incarnation. He is avatari. Avatari, right? He's all avatar come through him. Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Okay. Now this is the last slide. Why we should worship Krishna or God? There are 5 P's. The first P is protection in this material world. You might all known the fire in the Los Angeles, right? You all hear that, see that news, right? America is a very wealthy country. In America, Los Angeles is most wealthy and most posh. The rich people live there. And yes, and especially this area, it is like all the celebrities are living. It's very hi-fi area. So there was a very ravaging forest fire, and almost like 30,000, 40,000 acres were burnt, and people don't have homes. Who are very wealthy, they are in the middle of the road. And this world is full of dangers. And Krishna says, if you are under my shelter, I will always give protection. So that is Bhagavad Gita verse number 2.40. Anybody can read 2.40? What is Krishna is saying 2.40? Neha vikramanaswasti pratyavayananjate swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. So you will be protected even a little bit of dharma. You take the spiritual life. Trayato mahato bhayat means you will be protected from the greatest danger of material existence. And Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.58. What is that? Samasritye padava pallava plavam matpadam punyesho murare bhavambudir vatsa parampadam padam padam yad vipadam na tesham. If you take the shelter of Mukunda, this material world which is like a ocean will become like a water contained in the footprint of the calf. Easily you can cross over. So that is first protection in the material world if you take shelter of Supreme Lord. Second is purification of the mind. If you worship Krishna, your mind will be purified from all the dirty things, all the sinful proclivities, and all the dirty things from your heart will go. That is Bhagavad Gita 6.35. What is 6.35? Somebody can read 6.35. Translation, Mataji.
भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कहा है महाभाव तुलसी पुत्र नियत चंचल मन को वश में कर लाते कठिन है कि उपयुक्त अभ्यास द्वारा तथा व्यक्ति द्वारा ऐसा संभव है.
English also. Mataji.
Oh mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment.
See, your mind can be controlled and purified by suitable practice by Krishna consciousness. Third P is actually peace of mind. We saw this discussed, no? What is it? Bhoktaram tapasam sarvaloka mahesharam suridam sarvabhutanam nyatvam mam santim richati. And pleasure of God and self. It is also for the pleasure of Krishna himself and for our own self. That is Bhagavad Gita 2.47. 2.47 and 3.17. I can read only translation.
You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty.
Yes, and 3.17. Because that is done for the pleasure of God. That's why Krishna is saying, Karmanyeva adhikarasya mahapaleshu kadasana. So it is done for the pleasure of the Lord, He will give the result. And 3.17.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of the self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, who is satiated, for him there is no duty.
See, one who takes pleasure in the self. So spiritual life means you are enjoying. It's not like you are morose. You are enjoying for your own self. That's pleasure of self, pleasure of God and self. And fifth P is actually permanent relief from cycle of birth and death, promotion to the spiritual world. So what is 8.16? Is telling from permanent relief from cycle of birth and death. 8.16. Yes, Abrahma Bhavana Loka Punaravati. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death takes place. But one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Permanent relief from cycle of birth and death. And promotion to spiritual world is 15.6. 15.6, what is the verse? Na tad bhasyete suryo na sasanko na pavedgatva na nivardante taddama paramamama. There is no sun or moon illuminating the self-effulgent, and those who reach that abode, they will never come back to this material world again. So these are the 5 reasons why we are actually worshipping Krishna: for the protection here in this material world, for purification of our own mind, for our peace of mind, pleasure of God and self, for pleasure of Krishna and our own self, and permanent relief from cycle of birth and death, and promotion back to spiritual world. Hari Bol. So these are the 5 P's why we are coming Friday, why we are learning Bhagavad Gita. It is not out of sentiment we come and chant Hare Krishna. There is a science behind that. Prabhupada said, if you have faith in chanting, you can chant. If you don't have faith, you can read our books and understand why we are chanting. Okay, so by chanting, now these 5, how you will worship Krishna in this age of Kali? By taking the shelter of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you sincerely take the shelter of holy name, Krishna will give you all the blessings and you will be protected in this material world. You will get peace of mind, then you will get permanent relief from cycle of birth and death, and be promoted back to the spiritual kingdom. Hare Krishna.